What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today we're going to take a look and a listen to Representative Larson talking about Social Security reform. He's going to be talking about the Social Security 2100 Act. Also, I want to talk a little bit about a video that I posted a couple of days ago where I was talking about an increase for Social Security benefits. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that because there were some questions that were asked, so I will address those questions. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification, clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And just a reminder, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Threads, you can at the TEC Show Live. Okay, so first off, before we get started with this video, I will be doing a few live streams, probably at least 2 live streams. I'll do the regular live stream today at 5:15 Pacific Standard Time. And then I'll be focused on the hush money trial. And then the Supreme Court will be hearing oral arguments when it comes to absolute immunity. So do presidents have absolute immunity? So I'm going to try to cover both of those court cases. So I might do 2 separate live streams, or I might just do 1 live stream and go back and forth. I haven't decided that yet. But nonetheless, you'll either have seen the live stream, or if you didn't see the live stream and you're watching this video, I'll have a link so you can go and watch that live stream. And then later on, remember, 5:15 Pacific Standard Time, we'll be doing a live stream where we'll be talking about Social Security. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want to show you guys this clip first. Now, the reason that I'm showing you guys this is because I'm understanding now that I have 2 different audiences. I have some audiences that just watch my live streams, and then I have another group of people who watch my content every day, just regular videos every day. And so I played this in the live stream, but I don't think a lot of people actually saw it. So that's why I'm going to play it in a regular form of videos. And so if you just watch my long form videos, then you'll be able to see this as well as the people who watch my live streams. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. Here we go.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you for your leadership. It's an honor to stand here with my colleagues, as he has pointed out, who have led this fight, which is hard to explain to the American people. In Social Security, we have the #1 anti-poverty program for the elderly, and also the #1 anti-poverty program for children. At a time when Congress has been looking at wealth disparity, it has to look no further than its own inaction. More than 50 years have passed since the United States Congress has enhanced Social Security. Every person here understands the necessity of what has to be done for the American people. 10,000 baby boomers a day become eligible for Social Security, and more than 40% of the 70 million Americans on Social Security, it's the only retirement benefit that they have. Democrats have a plan. We're going to make sure that there's an across-the-board increase. We're going to make sure that no one can retire into poverty, as more than 5 million of our fellow Americans have, mostly women, who get below poverty level checks from their government. Our other colleagues are passing tax cuts for the wealthy. We want to make sure that those that continue to work out of necessity don't have their Social Security taxed again. That is Democratic leadership, along with repealing the onerous WEP and GPO provisions that were installed in 1983. This is to make sure that our teachers, our firefighters, our policemen, the money that they've earned and put into what is an earned benefit, not an entitlement, that doesn't put 1 penny towards the deficit or the national debt. We are united as Democrats. When we are in control of this House, we are going to pass the legislation that helps the American people. More than 50 years since Social Security has been adjusted. It's long overdue. I commend the leadership of Joe Neguse and my colleagues here on this dais. Democrats are going to make the difference. It's long overdue, not just to protect Social Security, but to enhance it so it continues its work and the genius that Franklin Delano Roosevelt first inspired this country with. It will save capitalism. It puts money into every single congressional district, on average more than $200 million per district per month. And where do they spend that money? Right back in their district, at the grocery store, at the pharmacy, at the gas station. I commend my colleagues. I commend this leadership for standing up. America, take notice. Thank you.
Okay, so that was Representative Larson talking about the Social Security 2100 Act and just Social Security reform. They need to reform Social Security. It's been over 50 years since they've reformed Social Security. And when you just think about that, and I've given this example before, you could have a very reliable vehicle, car. If you don't tune that car up, if you don't get oil changes, that car is not going to last. You can have a car that could last you for 20 years, but if you don't do the upkeep on that car, then that car is going to fail. And what we're looking at right now is we're looking at Social Security, a program that's been paying out benefits for over 80 years, and they've been doing it successfully. But you've reached a point now where you need to tune it up. And we have lawmakers, some lawmakers that are afraid to tune it up. And that's the problem. You have some lawmakers like Representative Larson that want to move forward with the Social Security 2100 Act or just reform Social Security because they need to provide reform to Social Security as well as an expansion to Social Security. But you have some lawmakers out there that are afraid to touch it. They don't want to do anything, or they want to actually cut Social Security. So it's very important. We're at a crucial time. I've talked about this before. I will continue to say this is the time that Congress needs to act. Because the longer you wait, we have 9 years until the trust funds run out of money. And so the longer that you wait to fix that problem, the worse that problem is going to be. It's just like if your car needs an oil change and you don't get that oil change when it says that it needs an oil change, well, then guess what? The longer you wait, the worse damage you're putting on your engine. And then when it gets to the point where if you wait too long, now you have a big problem because your engine is not functioning correctly. The same thing with Social Security. We know now the warning lights are on saying, look, you need to fix this problem. If we don't fix the problem and we wait until the last minute to try to fix the problem is going to be much bigger, and it's going to cost the American taxpayers much more to fix it. And so let's just hope that we can get Congress to figure something out and move forward. When it comes to the House, I have my doubts because the House right now, they can barely pass legislation. We have a speaker right now that is pretty much probably on his way out because the Freedom Caucus has already indicated that they want to vacate his position and then elect someone else. They're asking the speaker to resign, even if the speaker stays and they don't ouster him and they just say, you're going to stay until the end of this term and then you'll be done. He's still not going to have any power moving forward. And so the only real place that we can look at this point is the Senate. Can the Senate pass a bill? Can they pass something to reform Social Security and send it to the House? And then maybe we can get some type of support from people in the House. But I don't know. We'll have to see where that goes. But another thing that we need to focus on, who are you voting for? Do you know how they feel about Social Security reform? Do you know how they feel about a Social Security expansion? That's something else that we need to focus on because it's an election year. We can actually make the change by voting for the right people. Because if you have enough of the right people in Congress, then guess what? They will move forward with the legislation. But they need to have the numbers. Just like I was talking about the House and how it's chaotic right now and you have a speaker that really doesn't have any power. Well, if you put someone in place who supports Social Security 2100 Act, Representative Hakeem Jeffries, he will be the next speaker if Democrats control the House. Guess what? Representative Hakeem Jeffries, he supports the Social Security 2100 Act. And so you need to put these people in place in order to see the possibility of getting them to move forward with legislation to reform Social Security. So I'm just putting this stuff out there to you guys. Like I said, I did a live stream. I played this in the live stream. I talked a little bit about it, did some Q&A after, but I realize not everyone watches my live streams, and I understand. Some of the live streams are an hour, over an hour long, so you might not want to watch that long of a live stream or a video. But if it's a short form video that's 10 to 15 minutes, it's a little bit different, and I get that. I understand that. So that's why I'm playing the video for you guys. So that's all I have in this video. I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one.